all now, boy. Oh shit.
Hey,
Motor.
nice.
Sorry.
And we are live on YouTube, guys. We're supposed to anyways.
I'll be right back.
Live on YouTube Thursday night. How is everybody doing tonight?
Good.
All right.
You see what I just did, Tank?
What did you just do?
I raised the shocks were here. I put this little thing and I put them down here. So I raised the rear end up, and you give me more room inside now too.
You always gotta raise your rear end up. You get more access that way.
Yeah.
Hey, Thompson.
Oh, it's got a sweet rake now, man. Woo!
Raising that rear end's always good.
Hey, Bushman. Again,
Hey.
he says who farted.
What's up, Bushman?
Guru
Eric.
wasn't here and then he left.
What's up?
Did you get my
I got your message.
okay. Yeah, I just got a whole set from they had them at the hobby shop, and they're just gonna come straight out. So
No worries.
well, thank you for doing it, but
Yeah,
I didn't want you to do it and send it to me, and then I didn't need them.
I was like, okay, no problem. Didn't hurt my feelings.
Just before we came on, Brad sent me a video to watch on YouTube.
No, he didn't.
No, he sent me three.
Usually
You don't
does.
say.
And let me tell you, it is the ugliest things I've seen in a long time.
Hey, Fred.
I agree with you.
I
The
don't.
chassis is better looking than the body. Let's just put it that way.
What the hell is that?
How is the chassis better looking than the body? It's a damn shoebox on top of a shoebox.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
It's an
a
HPI.
El Camino. It's a Savage Flux XS, which is the smaller version, is their 1/10 version. And it's an El Camino, but look the rear wheel where they cut it out, like way too much forward here and way too forward back. Like in the front, it's too far back.
I mean,
Oh
I
my
like the
God, that
HPI
is-
and all, but that
That's
is
ugly.
just ugly.
Why cut up the body like that? I understand you want the wheel well to be close to where the original car is, but look how far they cut it back, right
Never.
where the door actually opens. It's stupid.
And look where they put the battery box on it. It looks like toy grade now.
It looks like somebody got the wrong dimensions on the body.
Savage has always done that though, put their battery box on each side. So
That's
I don't
ugly.
hold it against them of doing the battery there.
I'm holding it against it because it needs to be a better design.
Hey,
This
radioactive.
thing, the Savage is pretty much bulletproof. Like it's strong. It's a strong car. I have one.
Oh, it performs well.
This is well built.
Yeah, but
It's a
anything that's
pain
ugly
in the
is
butt.
damn bulletproof.
It is a pain in the butt to work on though. Real pain in the butt.
Hey, Dwayne.
On pictures here, it looks good, but when you look at it directly from the side, no, it doesn't. And there's how the battery goes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it just they could have done something different with the battery,
Yeah, you could have.
Hey, Reno.
and I'm sure that truck's been around for a while and just another release
Boy,
that's been sitting in a container.
it looks beefy though.
It is beefy.
Got metal in the chassis and stuff.
Looks like a fat girl on a scooter.
What's up, Joe?
So
evening.
I went shopping today and I picked up one of their new releases. Brad, can you guess which one?
I'm gonna say you picked the one in the middle between at the top.
The one with the wheels on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
You're
the first
saying
one.
this one? The Chevrolet Camaro?
Yeah,
Nah,
you picked them. You picked the
I think,
Mustang.
yeah. I was
Mustang,
going-
huh?
I was going with Mustang.
Mustang looks good. That's the brand new body style too. That's the new
E-Mustang.
That's HPI, huh?
Mustang E, and it is a flux. This thing actually goes, let me zoom that in a little bit.
Oh, it's the one that what's his name ran years before he died. That one has like 1,500 horsepower, 1,400 horsepower.
I don't know, but it's got a lot of horsepower. This one also for RC.
Like the tires.
Yeah, they look very good. I felt them and they look pretty good. They feel
Is
pretty
that
good.
gonna be your new street
But-
racer tank?
It is going to be my street racer for brushless.
Hey
Okay.
Scott,
So
Ooh,
that's the real
didn't it come
one.
with didn't it come with brushless? It is brushless. It came with brushless.
Yeah, it is a brushless version.
Four-wheel drive.
In real life, it is 4-wheel drive.
So it goes up to 70 miles an hour, 113 kilometers when you put the proper
Can-
spur gear into it.
can you roll
So-
that back a second, please, Tank?
So you need these two, spur gear and pinion. So 5344 to achieve 70 miles an hour. I'm gonna go back to what?
Just right there. Oh. I was looking at that bat. Oh, it's light. It says lipo. No, it's a NIM.
Yeah,
They've
there's
got
two
nickel
NIMs.
metal and lipo.
Yeah, there's
They're
a.
just, they're just showing the
NIM.
different lengths and what you can do with the battery tray.
Oh, okay. They're not gonna
Yes.
send you one.
6 NIM and the one that has the extra.
Yeah, that's the one I run.
Hey Joe, I hope you got a good price for it, Frank.
And this is the remote, which is different, but you can actually reverse this to the other side, and make it for left-handed.
Oh, that's cool.
And what's neat is these little things here on the bottom are actually rubber. So it has a nice feeling when you put it down. It's not
Mhm.
that clingy.
Can't fight that feeling, Tank.
It is a 3-channel, so
I
And keep turn, you mean a one channel?
the what?
Yeah, it's a one channel, really.
No, no,
And
it's a
Keith's
3-channel.
turn- In Keith's terms, it's a one channel. If it says three.
Yes, because 2 and 1 or 2 are taken, so.
So it does have metal everywhere. Metal drive shafts. CVDs are metal. Spur gears in plastic, but the rest is metal. You need a weak point somewhere.
Right.
You can get a carbon fiber up drive shaft cover. I don't know if I will.
Ooh, look at all that metal in there.
Metal diffs.
Bam. Mm,
You
Even
can have
colorful
a
diff.
fixed
That's cool.
diff full. Da-da-da. Mine also is actually curved up like this. There's a little curve going up in the body.
mm.
You know what's cool is how you can take the shaft out like that from the bottom just by undoing it.
Yes.
Boy, I hate to
Yeah.
run that car, crash
Why?
that. Well, crash it, you know?
How to crash it,
So
yeah.
good.
The body's definitely nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's the box.
Nice.
Uh,
Go.
What's going on, Scott?
So HPI makes good stuff. I mean, I had the HPI Wheelie King and it really wasn't that good.
No, they were pretty good when
What's
they
up,
were
Fred?
the original HPI, but once they got bought, they kind of went downhill. Then they got bought again. And now they got bought
Okay.
again for the 3rd time. And now they're coming back. So
I must have had the second bought.
so
They really paid attention to that body detail.
oh yeah.
I had a HPI RS4 back in, I think, 2003.
Yeah, this is what
They
this
were
is.
pretty
This
nice.
is a HPR Sport 3 RS4. So they have not changed a lot of the design of the RS4 because of what's been happening with HPI. So let's do a quick unboxing. Done. It's over here.
I think I think they did, they made, you say it's an old chassis, but I think they changed the internals, that's for sure.
Well, they've had to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The original design was a 3-belt four-wheel drive system.
Oh, you already unboxed it.
yeah, and that's a
yeah,
drive
that's what I
shaft.
said. I just threw the box in the back and it's done.
Hey, Gabe,
You see this, the diffuser in the front
Oh,
actually
yeah.
flips up. So I don't know if it's a packaging or they meant to do that. I don't know, but it's kind of weird that it actually goes up
Would you
like
think
that.
that would help it at all if you hit a curb?
Don't know.
one
It's
thing's for
pretty long.
sure, they made the body have downforce, Frank.
Yeah, they could do here, but to me, like, it almost feel like taking my heat gun and bringing this down
Making
a
it
little
back
bit.
down.
Yeah.
But I
You know, and the
noticed on
holes, the body pins don't look too bad in the front.
Mm-mm.
They kind of go right there. Are they going through the
That bend-
window in the back?
If you
that
look at
bended
the
it.
profile of that diffuser, Frank,
Yeah.
does it actually come down and slope into the lower front of the chassis?
not sure I know what you mean.
Like on the bottom,
Turn it over.
where right there where your fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed
I
to
think
look
it's done purposely.
Got the canards, which helps downforce also.
I don't know. I think that would direct air under the body.
Yeah,
Nope,
I think
they
so, too.
RC
Especially if
cars,
you're trying to do a speed run at 70 miles an hour.
well,
Right.
race
Yeah.
cars use the canards.
It
Oh, I
looks
know.
like you flipped your brim up on your hat.
Yeah, that needs
Yes.
to be flipped up. That needs to be flipped up the other way because that should be flat.
This car is so fast, even before coming out of the box, it already wants to curl up because of the
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
fast
good
it
job.
goes.
Keep telling yourself that.
Hey Gabe, how you doing?
It's got a diffuser.
I'd cut it off.
No, that would ruin its aerodynamics. You have to do something.
No, I'm not gonna cut it off. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
take the
know
heat
you
gun
wouldn't, but you know,
All right,
and
Lorraine,
slowly-
I'll be back in a tick.
let me take the body pins off. They're friggin' big body pins and they're tough to take out.
Yeah, Gabe, I've got the same one, the WR8 Rally, but it's the Ford Focus.
The Ford Focus.
Yeah, it's the 8th scale.
Even
Okay.
they even did more air. They did aerodynamics to the rear view mirrors, Frank, too. That actually helps aerodynamics also.
Only on the real car. It won't help any on these. It's all just for looks.
Yeah, it's all just
Canards.
a look.
The canards will.
Nah.
No, whoa.
It's
We're talking about
interesting
leg sand.
how the side body here, you can tell that it's all white, but here, this piece is black. So this is actually add-on, and there's a screw here, a screw there, and everything is stuck together with a two-way tape just to make the body style look very nice on the side. So
Actually, I think those are hard plastic. Are those hard plastic canards?
yes, they are.
Then it's not Lexan.
These are hard plastic canards, but this is not. This is Lexan. This is part of the body. The only thing that's hard plastic is the canard in front, the mirrors, and the spoiler in the back. So it's got
Plus ABS plastic.
I think he just wants to say canard.
the canard.
There's another name for it I used to know. They also call them something else.
The canal.
Fins?
No,
And
there's another word for it besides
there's
canards.
the flux motor, which is and the ESC. You can get turnbuckles to actually adjust your camber and all that. They don't come with it, but they do have metal CVDs or metal arms and metal drive shafts. So
I mean, it looks like a good solid build start.
I like that they have this to help for the wind, the diffuser in the back. And this is where you access the drive shaft, Brad, from the bottom.
Yeah, that which I think is nice. Makes it easy.
And it makes it that no dirt gets where that dry shaft is, or
Yeah.
it can't get to your wiring and actually cut up your wiring.
What's the KV on the motor?
4,000 kV.
Okay.
What it says, I believe.
Interesting A-arms.
Oil fill shocks and suspension.
Did they leave the ESC where you could run 3S in it?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can actually run 3S, and that's the only way you're going to get up to that 70 miles an hour.
What they should have done was, instead of using a plastic spur gear, they should have just went with the Mod 1 gears in it like they did the 8th scale Flux rally car.
Okay.
Because it's got the exact same motor in it.
Adjustable body height. Yeah, they did talk about the motor up here, Brad. Radio, there's a motor.
Right there.
3S compatible, waterproof, 4,000 motor. One of the most powerful motors for 1/10 scale cars. The robust flux speed controller, EMH 3S.
It'll also run NIMS and 8.4 NIMS.
It's got a
Yep.
flux capacitor, 88 mile per hour.
No, it says 70. I don't know if it's going to go to 88.
That was a Back to the Future reference.
There's a fourth movie coming up, by the way.
Yeah.
How can they do a fourth one? Michael J. Fox can't do a movie.
He just
He
recorded it.
He
He
did.
is. He
He
suffered
just
through it.
videoed it.
Yeah, they said he suffered through it, but he got it done.
That's why, I guess he was in Austin, that's why, right?
So a lot of people are not going to like that radio because there's no friggin' way you can reach the steering wheel with this thing because it's so far out. So this is way far out also. Like
Wow.
you can't reach it.
Wow.
Far out, dude. But just with a couple screws here, well, there's 4 screws here and some on the other side, you can actually reverse the steering on the other side and bring it to the other side. We're left-handed.
So it'll be
And-
Sounds
close
like
in.
It's got more tweak and
It'll be close in, dude.
like the first thing I do is put a fly sky and a gyroscope on it anyhow.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm definitely thinking about that, putting the Radio Link radio with the gyro because at that speed, I think I want to try to keep my car straight.
Absolutely.
Just
Hey,
a little bit.
Gabe says they use Castle Electronics.
Used to
Oh,
use Castle.
Yeah, I'm not sure who makes it for them right now. Maybe it's Google or
JD.
C.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying hey to JD. He just popped in.
Random Boys RC, how you doing? Bushman, how you doing? Bushman, we need to get you some on-road cars so you can come and race with us in Ottawa.
all he
Yeah,
has is
for this
two
video.
Traxxas.
Was
You
that?
wouldn't be a bushman then.
I posted a video earlier today, and I have some extra paddle tires. And he gave me an idea.
Hmm.
Because my wife wants to go to the beach, and right now the sand on the beach is kind of hard packed. So time to go make a video. Dennis,
Oh my God.
Who's calling me?
me motherfucker, you suck.
Oh, there we go.
You
Gloves
son.
coming out. What did Dennis do again?
Yeah, what did I do this time?
I don't know. I think it's something.
Oh my God. John is getting angry with his car. He's just peeling it off.
Yeah. Freaking light.
It got all dark all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And Guru's back, and he's got a black buggy behind him. It looks like a Darth Vader hat or a stormtrooper hat. Car.
Wait, did you say sperm trooper?
Storm.
Stormtrooper.
Said storm.
There
know,
go,
your ears
selective
are like
hearing
your-
here.
Your
Selective
ears are
hearing.
like your feet, eh? You can wash them once in a while.
Oh, I wash my ears all the time.
Mhm.
Oh, somebody wants to get the fan working.
Mm,
Way too much trouble.
it would be hard.
Max Paul is saying, how is your country doing since all that wildfire? My country is doing fine. It's burning down, but it's doing fine.
Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, we just started getting some of the smoke and some of the smell over here today.
Mm.
I told Frank to stop smoking weed all the damn time.
Mm,
One of my co-workers, he actually lost his house in one of the fires.
mm,
That's not good.
mm-mm.
Gabe.
Bring your marshmallows and let's have a party. That's right, Bushman. Just come across, bring your marshmallows. Let's have some fun.
I like to breathe.
That's way too much of a square body. You're gonna have way too much wind resistance with that thing.
Not when I'm done with it.
They said today, well, this evening, a Weather Channel, they said it's burnt almost close to 9 million acres. That's insane. That's like
Yes.
that's like as big as Massachusetts, probably a little bit bigger.
Yeah, well, in Quebec, the province, that's where most of the fires are right now. And it's like 3 or 4 times the city of Montreal that actually burnt down. That's a lot of trees that burned down.
That's a lot. Ooh, dude.
Hey, Queenie.
What's up, Queenie?
Oh, I know what Joe's working on. It's a dirty top secret.
Ruh-roh.
Still working on that thing?
Wait, a dirty top secret. That sounds like a mystery.
I don't know. It's kind of a secret.
Oh, wait a minute, I'll spotlight you.
Well, I don't want it to be spotlighted. It's a secret.
Okay. Nobody
And I'm
look.
losing all my spacers.
Queenie's here.
Nobody look.
Cletus is here.
Hey, that looks like mine almost. Almost.
Damn, John, it got dark. So it got dark very quick where you are.
Yeah, well, he's actually a kind of slightly an hour, when he's not an hour behind me, he's got the same. He's still slower to get to the same hour. It's just weird how his
Yeah, when it's actually during the summer on the longest days of the year there, it actually doesn't get dark here until like 10.
yeah, because he's further north. He's further north. That's why.
What's up, JTV?
Yeah.
No, it's also because I'm further west than most of you guys too.
Yeah.
Even though you're the same time zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, you know, I drive an hour and a half up the road, and I as soon as I cross over into Illinois, it's different time zone.
Yeah, because you're at the edge of the time zone, so it's kind of weird for you.
Indiana
Yep.
actually has an hour behind, right by Chicago.
Well, I'm just saying, Brad,
That's a Brad fact.
That is a Brad fact.
Hey, 54 Fahrenheit here tonight so far. 12 Celsius.
Yeah, but we're getting smoke on the east side of the country because you're burning out there.
Well, we had some rain this afternoon. Hopefully he's going to turn off some fires.
That'd be
Do you know
nice.
how it started?
The lightning,
Probably
that's
just-
what some people are saying.
Oh, so
Probably
it's
just
natural.
It's so funny because some people on Facebook and on Twitter, they're actually putting sometime the forest people, they actually fly with helicopter and drop fire to actually turn on some fire to actually make it on purpose.
Yeah, controlled burns.
Yeah.
Control burns, yeah. And some people actually made a montage video saying that it's the government that's causing all the fires because the government wants more money for whatever and blah, blah, blah. So like, what? Like conspiracy people are at work here. Like, wow.
Yeah, that was all over TikTok today.
Yeah, when I was in North Carolina and Tennessee, I did a lot of wildfires, and they're just called backfires. Yeah, we will burn, I don't know, at least 10 yards worth of field, but it's going to be in a straight line so the fire doesn't jump.
Yep.
But when you got winds, nothing you can do. Sometimes you got to let it burn.
Yep. Yeah, and they've cleared a lot of trees also here to try to stop the fire. So like you're saying, 10 yards, they've taken machinery and just like cut everything up, like a big line being cut
Get
up.
down, yeah, we try to get down to the dirt with no roots. There's no leaves. There's another straight dirt.
Do you know how many acres have burned already?
When I was watching the Weather Channel, they said like 9 million.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think it's about as big as the state of Massachusetts or Ohio. I forgot what they said.
Bushman saying lumber will be going up again for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yep, there goes the price of cheap pine.
Right? And that's what sucks, because pine catches fire so fast. Of all the sap.
Yeah. Are you getting any of the smoke, Eric?
We got a lot yesterday. Today wasn't too bad, but we got another one coming tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my fishing trip on Saturday.
Yeah, they say not to spend a great deal of time outside because the smoke will still bother you.
Some airports actually, some flights were delayed. They're closing some stuff and canceling some flights. Hopefully my flight for next week is not going to be canceled.
Where are you flying to?
Next week.
I'm going to Orlando.
Okay.
No, Brad, he's not coming to see you. He can't.
He's going to Disney World.
Right beside Disney World.
You're going by yourself or with your family?
Oh, just by myself. It's a business trip.
Uh-oh. I know some nice strip clubs.
Ah, your strip clubs in the States are no fun at all compared to the ones we have here.
Oh,
in
I
Canada.
can
We
attest it.
talking going to Florida. We're talking about Orlando.
Man,
I see us.
Lauren,
I'm gonna try to keep this clean and go back to RC and not talk about that stuff.
Trust me, Windsor was one of the best ones I ever went to.
Speaking of RC, I don't know if y'all saw it, I put up a picture on the WhatsApp of a drone shot. And I fly my drone all the time, but when I got up to about 200 feet, I started losing GPS and my magnetic, it was all messing up. It was crazy because all the smoke.
no, didn't see it.
I don't think I saw that. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I can't see it because I'm not in the WhatsApp.
That's your own damn problem.
Nope.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you can see the smoke.
Yeah, that was like 200 feet.
Okay.
You can see it, but you can't necessarily smell it.
Oh, you can smell it. Oh, trust me, you can smell it.
I had some over me today, and I don't remember smelling it, but
Oh, trust me, you can smell it.
Anyhow, next RC subject.
Yes.
But Matt says, I got all the smoke. Yeah, I got all the smoke.
hey, Dennis, is there something new that you're looking forward to coming out?
Nope. Not looking forward to anything new coming up.
And
Me either.
Cross RC USA does not want to supply any Canadian hobby shop with any parts or RCs. They want to
Who?
sell everything direct.
Who's this?
Cross
Cross.
RC.
Cross RC. Okay.
Which basically sucks because they're going to hurt themselves more than anything because the parts are going to be harder to get. You get that one centralized thing that you got to order your parts, and 90% of the time he doesn't have the parts there. It's weird. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's wrong to do that to any country.
I
Any
guess it
hobby
sucks
store.
to be Canadian.
Yeah, exactly. It sucks to be Canadian because
Not just Canadian, because your local hobby store where you are won't have the parts available for Cross RC.
My local hobby store is Sloppy Town. They don't have shit. They barely have
thank you.
things.
I did all that because
I'm ordering offline anyway.
Closest hobby shop is Sloppy Town for me. I don't go there for shit.
Yeah, I guess some hobby stores are like that. They don't have a lot of stock of whatever. Or they only have Arma or Traxxas nowadays. That's what I see a lot in the
Or-
hobby store.
Or they're a Traxxas dealer that doesn't have the Traxxas parts.
Yeah.
I got more Traxxas parts than the Traxxas dealer.
Gabe is asking, I'm considering a low-C Traxxas Camaro. Any thoughts about that platform?
Which one?
The low-C Traxxas Camaro.
Oh, the
It's
Yeah,
a great platform.
The no prep.
I have the truck and it flies. Like the only thing you got to do is change out your slipper pad to something a little better, like an Octolock, run a DR10 style spur, but that truck flies. Well, I was running 1.4s at almost 50 mile an hour and 66 feet
Yeah,
on 2S.
that's a
And
little
that's on
scoop.
the 1/10 scale and not the 1/12 scale. Low C.
Yeah, if you said the Dragster Camaro, the Chevelle is the smaller scale. Because they're on sale right now, the low C drag truck and Camaro for $199. With that 6,000 kV all in one motor, or not all in one, but 6,000 kV motor. I got the programmer, I turned the timing and punch up. Running stock tires, stock wheelie bar, a 2S battery, and the truck just moves.
What C rating on the battery and DSC?
The battery is a 120C to 5100 10s ace.
So the ESC is a 120, right?
I'm not sure exact on the ESC. It's the Spectrum for the 6,000. The ESC only take what the battery pushes. Or, I mean, the battery. Yeah, the ESC won't demand that.
We did a test at the last race on road we had. I have a 100C battery and my buddy had a 50C battery, and we took off at the same spot, and I didn't notice a lot of difference. I won, but that's because I'm a better driver than him. Hopefully he's not watching right now. But I didn't notice a lot of difference. We were like going side by side and then punching it, and then we tried starting off the start, and I didn't notice a lot of difference. Not on a brushed motor and a brushed ESC.
On a
like that.
brushless, you will notice a difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the quality of the battery, like our 100C Z batteries compared to 120 Gens Ace is a night and day difference, just because the connection, the internals of the battery.
Hmm.
And they're one's a 5,000, one's a 5100. I mean, they're really close. But like the Gens Ace just pushes the amps more consistently.
But that's what I was trying to say to some people sometimes is having a big battery is useful in some cases, but not everywhere on any platform. Because sometimes you're going to spend a heck of a lot more money for that 120C or that 100C, and you don't really need it. It all depends what you're driving.
Yeah, like your brushed amp ESCs are probably only 50 amp. So even if you're 100C, it can't take 100C. So it's all they're both only going to take 50.
Well, I've seen brushed ones that are
What are you
over
doing?
50.
Get out of there.
He was
Yes.
just using 50 as an example.
Don't be chewing there.
Yeah. Thompson said that Spectrum's 100
Bad kitty.
SC, but I think that's the consistent spec, Thompson. I think it peaks at 400 or 500.
What's
Like the
what's
track.
this?
That Spectrum 6000 and the 22S. I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's 100 amp constant, but I think it'll peak to 400 or 500. I'd have to look it up.
Heck, even
That's
even
like-
even a simple XR10, depending on which one, it still pushes 400 amps.
Yeah, and then like the XR Pro is
Hey, John.
160,
Why are you?
but it peaks at 1200.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, did you see what John wrote?
Yes, I was about to talk about that because I was waiting for you guys to stop talking. He says my gearing and my Fortec is super tall for speed runs, and I did that on 3 axles, and I think I won that drag race. Yes, you did. Which that video is going to be probably released tomorrow or Saturday. I got about 10 videos coming up that I'm slowly releasing.
I've been watching it.
But John came to the race with a Fortec that's brushless, but he was missing an axle at the back. So he was only running basically on 3 axles, and he was winning. So
Well,
he did pretty good.
Let's see here. Were you doing an oval or were you doing the road course?
Well, when we did the drag races, we just went all the way up to the manhole cover, which was far away, and then we came back.
Okay.
So it was up and down drag race kind of. I didn't want to.
As long as he had that axle on the inside tire.
Yeah. But he did try it and race a couple times on the track that we had made, which was like a boot shape.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fun. But he had the slowest car there, and he actually won.
Speed isn't everything.
Yeah. So
It's
everybody had fun.
smoothness and consistency.
Yeah, he had the Tamiya and the Tamiya TTO2 with the gearing, and the silver can was the slowest there because the silver can is like a 27 turn.
27 turn.
And we were all running 14 turns, so like we were catching up to him fast. But the 2 guys that were racing against him, or that one guy that was racing against him, he was just like they were all over the place. But mind you, they're new racers, they're new on road. They're gonna learn how to race. You'll see on all the races, some of the races I won or I played is I only punch it on the straightaway, but they did not learn that yet. So you got to learn when it's time to punch it, and then it's not, you don't punch it in the curve either. So you do have to be
You,
careful.
you kind of blurp it through the curve.
And John, a couple times he took those curves nice and tight, but a couple times there the curve was very long curve because it's all open road. We just put some cones and you got to go around the cone. So we don't have a road to actually stay within. So you can pass that very easily. So,
Did you see what he just wrote again?
That's a good look, Eric.
Thank you.
said
it was
that
nice, but not enough straight speed. Cornered very well for shock and Tamiya
Yeah.
shock stock tire. I was surprised. Yes, it did. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Maybe I think we will make it a little longer and make it a couple different turns. Where we were parked, maybe not park there, but use that instead as part of the course. Got a couple of things that I'm thinking of doing there. Changing it up like this is all open. So it's a big parking lot. It's all open and we can basically do anything there. So
Leo Watson has a question.
Have you heard of the Apple VR goggles and what do you think of them?
I think you're on the wrong channel to talk about that.
Yep. Because first of all, it's an Apple product.
I don't know. Could you use them FPV?
You probably could with some
somebody's
right
trying to-
adapters, but
I think they're trying to figure out goggles for gamers.
yeah. But they're trying to, well, that's why they released it in the developer forum, so that to see what else people can develop with those goggles. So they are going to be available, but they don't know which direction is going to go yet because it can't be just for gamers. It has to be for applications. So
yeah,
and a good application would be VR for virtual racing. It would be cool if they had that, but I don't think they have that frequency to actually input a video signal from the receiver. We'll see.
Yeah, they can.
I'm saying they got that new.
That's how a drone works.
They got that
Yes.
new they have that new radio link that's got that screen that you can do video on it.
Yes. No, but I'm talking about those Apple VR goggles. I don't know
Yeah.
if they will have the input to actually have the FPV input to actually input that video signal. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about
Yes, you
the
can.
goggles? Yes, the VR. Yeah, now
He says you can make videos on them.
you can make videos on them. Or can you get a video from a drone going to the glasses as an FPV? So I mean, it's got to have a live connection. It's got to be. It can't be Bluetooth. It's got to be an antenna.
Yeah, it has to be an antenna. They have to have an input. They have to have, and I don't, it would be cool if they did integrate that into those, but I don't know if the need is going to be there. But first of all, at $3,500 a goggle, it's
My
not,
need's not going to be there.
Guarantee you that's not the market that they was looking for.
no, it is not the market they're looking for, because there's so many good VR goggles that are out there for drones and things like that are maybe a couple $100. Like, why pay that to do that?
I mean, there's a lot of people out there doing long range FPV with, instead of drones, they're using their RC cars. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm working on one myself. I'm gonna turn my flash into a long range FPV. I'm not gonna pay $3,500. It's not even gonna. It's not even gonna cost me that much to turn it into a long range FPV.
What RC car you could get for 3,500 is amazing.
You can get a lot of new RCs for $3,500.
Yeah, that too. Multiple.
RC Basher Boy asked a question. He says, if you had to suggest one of your all-time favorite RCs to somebody new in the hobby, something that is currently for sale on the shelf somewhere, which RC would it be and why? It's simple. Tamiya, right, Brad?
For me,
Sendero SE 299 or the new one. I got
Crawler,
The
definitely.
FJ model, the new FJ.
yeah.
Independence
What's
Pacific.
I go
what's
with
the
the
name of that?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Red Cat's
new,
right there too.
the new element with the IFS.
Yep, that's what I was. That or the Sendero. I can't
Yeah,
think of the
the
name.
e-tron.
Quattro. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
It's not
Best bang for
Ultron.
the buck.
E-tron.
Yeah, but it all depends
There you
what
go.
that person wants to do with it also, because if
Right.
if they're in the area where it's just on-road cars, which on-road cars would you guys suggest? Well, you don't have a lot of on-road cars, but that's completely different. So that's an open question. That could be a lot of things.
All right,
It could be drones.
here's the category you gotta put it in. On-road, off-road. Two categories.
Basher.
Flying,
No, hold on.
flying.
On-road, off-road. And he's talking about something on sale that's on a budget. Well, you're not gonna get it to me on sale that's off-road. They suck anyway. What? Looking, trying to get into the hobby. To me, it's not gonna be the first thing I'm gonna choose to get into the hobby. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go.
You may not.
Yeah, but like the Tamiya is something you build. So if you're into building a kit and building it so it looks real, the Tamiya is perfect for that.
He said somebody that was getting into the hobby.
Yeah, but we don't know what kind of hobby he's getting into. It's going to be RC, but is it going to be bashing? Is it going to be scaling? Is it going to be a truck? So yes, it opens up a whole can of worms. But basically, he's asking every single one of us, what would you recommend? We would recommend what we know best. So you unknown, what is it?
Well, for me, if I was going crawling, Red Cat. If I was going, that's off-road. If I was going on-road, I'd go. I mean, there's I don't see an on-road purpose. But if I had to go on-road, it wouldn't be to me, it'd be something else. Because that's to me, it's too much work. For somebody that, when he says somebody that's getting into the hobby, that means that somebody doesn't know anything about radio control. You want to go as simple as possible.
True.
You want to go RTR.
Yeah, you want to go ready
Yeah,
to run
definitely
before somebody
definitely
gets into the
RTR.
hobby.
And to me, it's not RTR.
No.
Some are, but not many.
No, you don't. Even the expert built now, Brad, you have to do electronic work.
Yeah,
You're still gonna put the electronics in it.
They did have ready to runs for a while.
They did, but they don't have now. His question was,
No, they're
it
almost
has
ready
to
to
be
run.
available for purchase right now.
On the shelf right now, stick a battery in it and drive it. I would say base camp for off-road.
Same
And
here.
Kyosho
Yeah.
phaser for on-road.
Yep.
They're both budget friendly
You also have the Red
and the
Cat.
parts
with the
availability
lightning.
is there.
The Red Cat.
I say
Lightning,
don't get a blackout. They're not expensive, but you have to fix them all the time. Spur gear gets rocks in them.
You know,
Hey, Brad,
honestly,
I'm gonna send you a drone.
It's
I
a
want
good car, but the spur gear gets rocks in them.
What about you, Truck Tech Joe?
well, as you guys were saying, it kind of depends the venture. If you're unsure, I mean, honestly, your best decision right now is 24 scale or 8 scale. For the price, you're looking what's I think the cheap axial SCX 24 is what, $120, $125. You can run them inside.
I think
You can run
somewhere
them outside.
$99 somewhere.
Right, exactly. So,
You know, like I said, the most expensive was what, 160?
yep. So, I mean, that gets your foot in the door, gets you inside, outside, learning to modify them. And then if it's the hobby that you want and like, then you can start moving into 10 scale.
Hello, Spin Rush.
Yeah.
What about you, John? Which one?
Eclectic Electric.
I'd say as far as adaptability to do whatever you want to do with it, I'd say the Traxxas Slash. For more of a bashing side of it, if you want to do bashing and possibly even some racing, something.
Okay. And
JD,
what
sorry.
about you, Guru? Guru?
And what are y'all talking, what was the question again?
Which RC car would you recommend to somebody new getting into the hobby that's available right now on the market?
Off-road, it would be Ecto. Bashing wise, I would say a Slash or something red cat like the little Black Rock and all that, like the little $200 cars for bashing. And on road, I'm not really an on road person, but I would have to go with what Dennis said, the Phaser. Show.
Cool. KBRC 13, which one would you recommend?
Well, I'm gonna pick up a Red Cat Gen 7 for my niece. She's just gonna start into it, and they're
Okay.
not too expensive.
And I think they're going to be coming special this month, a couple times this month.
Yeah, on the
they're gonna be
12th.
special.
Yeah, 12th is gonna be, and it comes with a battery and a charger and all that shit. And yeah, probably a Stampede or a 4-wheel drive,
JTV had a couple of
something
questions.
like
Frank.
that.
Yeah, we'll finish with this question first. I think I hit everybody except for Brad, I think.
Everybody knows what I would pick as far as building. Ready to run. That's a tough choice for me. I could go from Arma to Kyosho. Even sprinkle a couple of HPIs in there. You know,
This is like budget.
Are these
too,
all
right?
available?
yes,
On the shelf, throw a battery in it and drive it.
yes.
It depends
Budget-
on the price point too, you know. I mean, you can get a
No,
get
exactly.
know,
You have to
Monster.
stop and think though.
a
All of us that are here on the panel, if somebody new is coming into it, you have to think about getting them into it and keeping them into it.
yeah. I
You don't
bought the
wanna
10
sticker
too. That was the
shock 'em.
first one I bought, and I loved it. So
You don't
Nicole's
want to
here.
sticker shock them with a $700 truck
yeah,
or a $700 car. So you want them to get into a budget-friendly RC. This way, when it does break, they can get the parts, they can afford to buy the parts and learn how to work on it.
yeah.
Then when
That's-
they want to spend more money, they could venture into a more expensive RC.
It sucks that Axial is not making the 10-2s anymore.
Well, in the first buy too, don't forget you're going to have to get a battery and charger too. So, and that
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
kicks
see that-
too.
That Gen 7 comes with a battery and a charger.
Yeah, but that's a
Everything.
trickle charger. Yeah, like you're gonna
Yeah, I
have to
know,
wait
but I mean, it
4
still
hours for the
comes with
battery.
one.
The Germita, that they don't make them anymore. You might be able to get them. Air in there.
The Dromeda?
It's a Germita.
Yeah,
Dromeda.
Dromeda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. DT4 18, inexpensive.
I don't think they make those anymore.
No, they don't.
You know, you gotta have, it's like parts per, you know, parts too.
Net
Some
Cruiser
stuff
says
breaks.
Brad's ready to run would be the new bright brushless.
I do have one that's brushless. It did come brushless and ready to run with a battery and a charger.
You get them at Walmart.
Oh, Walmart.
Actually, I got mine at Target.
Well,
Same difference.
you
Targets
just
are more
paid for it.
expensive.
I was going to say you paid more for it at Target.
Yeah.
Actually, Target was the only one that was selling that particular model anyways. So it really
Yeah.
was Yep.
Oh,
So they got you as soon as you walk through the door.
I just thought it was interesting, and
Thank you.
I had Nickos for a long time. Nickos, they also had hobby grade vehicles back in the day.
I think I got this almost all patterned out almost.
And don't forget a good set of tools, good MIP bits.
Oh, no, don't sell them
Yes.
MIP bits right off the bats. They're gonna go
Oh, yes.
crazy with the sticker shock.
No.
Dynamites are nice and cheap.
Is that the red
Yeah.
ones, MIP?
Dynamite.
Oh,
No.
dynamites. Yeah, I got the
Dynamites are the right
dynamites.
one.
Yeah, you definitely
MIPs are
need,
that translucent yellow.
you definitely need good paired tools, man.
I would recommend spending 60 bucks right off the bat and get the good stuff and save yourselves a lot of headache. Because I mean,
And you got them
that's
for a long time.
Right.
I hear you and I understand you and I do believe in what you're saying, but for somebody that's gonna be spending right off the bat, $400 with the battery charger and battery and all that and the car, you have to turn around and buy another $80 or whatever of tools.
one strip screw. That's all it takes.
Oh, I know.
And then you're taking it to somebody to try to use a cut off wheel and try to get it out, or if you get lucky and hammer a Torx bit in it.
Yep.
No.
Hey, but in all likeness, to be real, if you think about it, if somebody was just getting into the hobby and you was close enough to them to be able to advise whatever car they're going to get, 9 times out of 10, you're going to give them that first MIP tool, or
Help them.
yeah, like in some way. So it's not going to be just all sticker shock.
Yeah.
Like I said, who knows? They might just show up with the Allen wrenches that come with it. Trying to use that, you know?
Just make sure they have a T wrench and a Tamiya screwdriver. That's what they have to have. Tamiya Phillips screwdriver. MIP doesn't make those.
I think that was the second thing I got after my RC. I tried to use that Allen wrench and I'm like, I went right back to the hobby shop. Oh, goodness gracious.
What's going on, Kurt? What's up, Carl Daddy? Electric. Nicole.
I found some headers at the hobby shop for this massive motor.
Did you?
Yeah, I was gonna try to make them out of styrene, but what are they? They come out the front, the side. What are they called? Not
Zoomies.
side pipes, but
Headers.
Headers.
well, they just come
Or-
straight out. He was saying
Those are
something
zoomies.
else. Zoomies. That's what he was saying. Yeah.
So when you buy your ready to run, you get all the tools in there, see?
Yeah.
You get the Allen wrench and
Mhm.
the T driver. So there's the Allen wrench.
I use a T driver a lot.
So you get all the tools in the bag. So why do you need an MIP when you have this?
That's what I'm saying. Someone new shows up there. That's what they're going to do. I actually did that one weekend. I went complete minimalist on the guys at the track. I showed up with just a little set of tools like that and worked on my car the whole time.
Mhm.
And they were like, "What are you doing?"
Do you want them curved up or straight out, Keith?
What's that?
Headers.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna get. Well, I already ordered the ones from the hobby shop. They were $12, so
Oh, okay.
they
I was
come
gonna
out
say-
up like they're zoomies. They come out and up. I wanted to get side
Yeah.
pipes, but yeah, I might be able to do something with them after
Spin Rush says, I think we should come straight out and honest, and whoever wants to do this, and basically say that it's a money pit. In short, that's what it's saying.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
very addictive.
I agree with you. It could get very expensive and some people go crazy. but any hobby you do is going to cost you a lot of money,
Yeah.
no matter what. Like if you start fishing, you got to buy a boat, you got to get all the fishing gear, and you're always spending, upgrading your radar, upgrading this, upgrading that. You go
I have to work
sea-doo,
on that motor. I'm gonna have to
you
work
buy
on
a
this.
sea-doo or
I'm
boating
sorry,
or
Tank.
skiing. Skiing is not that bad, but some people go crazy on skis. But that's only part of the year. But
Skateboarding and
yeah,
all that stuff, right?
so a lot of hobbies cost a lot of money. But yes, this hobby could be costly. It all depends what you do with the hobby, that's for sure.
Let's see, windows. I'm gonna make that front window.
That
I lost
comment's
my
not
belt,
for
damn
everybody.
it.
That comment was just for one person in the chat.
I'm gonna have to put my belt back on.
Dennis,
And
always so mean.
I think
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not gonna
Yes.
say.
Oda.
You know what, Kurt? Don't forget, I got a wrench.
So do I.
What you get
Uh,
forward. It's what you look forward to get to when you get older. You get grumpy.
right?
Oh yeah.
Why, Gems? Do you see some headers?
Yep.
Mm,
I don't see any side pipes though.
yeah.
I think there was 3 or 4 different designs on oh, what the hell is it?
Oh, let me see.
The one
I'm
place
gonna put
everybody
them
gets
wires
their,
on, I think.
their
Thingiverse, that's what I'm looking.
yeah.
Thingiverse, yeah.
Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 different designs of the zoomies on there.
Hey Bruno, how are you doing? We were talking about on-road a little while ago. Bruno is the guy we raced with last weekend.
I forgot. I got two cans of nitrous oxide I gotta put in this thing too.
See you later,
In my
Nicole.
in Molly and Dino Goat.
Putting a blower and gonna have it sucking on the bottle.
Oh yeah, why not?
You gotta help it spool up.
Yeah, it's a
Don't,
blower.
don't
They
put
don't
too big of
spool
a
up.
motor. Don't put too big a motor in there, you know? You won't be able to control it.
It's
The
always
bigger,
out of control.
the bigger, the better.
It's always
You'll
out of
be-
control, thing.
You'll be in the wall on the first pass.
Oh, the regular. I just got 27 turn in there.
And Bruno, I got myself a Mustang Mach-E or whatever they call it there.
EMOC.
E-Mach. Mach.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to a coworker today and I'm like, I pulled up that picture and I'm all, this is the car I want right here.
Which one? This
That
one?
one you got in your hand. I'm all, I want
Oh.
this one right here.
I didn't know. You'd think servo wires would be.
So that's going to be my brushless car for the brushless racing we're going to be doing.
That's a good wire size,
Because
right?
that comes brushless already, right? For
Yeah. Comes brushless.
I think the servo wire would be too big.
Yeah, it might be too big. So
Yeah.
there is the Ford Mach E1400 from HPI. It was at Great Hobbies. They don't have it anymore. They do have that one, but they did have this guy. They still have it.
you got their brushed version, right?
This guy, which is exact same power system as mine, but the body is much lower. But this one has the same. This is the Audi version.
Kind of cool because you can take those wheels off too, those caps. And
Yeah.
it makes the car look completely different.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. These tires look pretty good. I can't wait to see how they're gonna withstand the road. or the bashing on the road, because the other one are too soft, but these, they look okay. There's a lot of thread on these. So, but this does come brushless right out of the box, and it does 70 miles an hour if you use the right spur and pinion combination. But that's for speed run. It is not for racing.
Sure, you can use it for
I'm
racing.
gonna have
Come
to-
on.
Come on.
Paint that
You
green,
can't get in and out of
man.
the curves fast enough for this with this pinion here, this spur and pinion. This is friggin' huge. That's 53.45 for the
Oh,
gear
wow.
ratio.
So Guru.
So I'm probably gonna try it this weekend. Try to do a video with it, and I'll try to put my GPS on it to see actually how fast it goes on 2S with the current pinion and spur, and I'll try it on 3S also. And hopefully I don't hit the curb.
Net Cruiser was asking what zoomies are. This is what a zoomie header is. It's just 4 pieces of pipe
Yeah,
to
coming
each
out.
cylinder, both sides of the motor.
You know, that
Super mod.
That distributor cap was in the right place. I put it in the back.
You put it
Now
in
it's
the
an
back.
Oldsmobile motor. It's not a Ford motor
I was
anymore.
gonna say, isn't the Chevy in the back in the center?
Chevy's in the back, the Ford's in the front.
Yeah.
Damn me.
What's up, Kagan?
And Joe's right, Hemis are in the front too.
I guess it's a Chevy.
Huh.
It's an Oldsmobile motor. That's what it is.
GM.
The
Yeah.
455 rocket.
Yep.
It's a KB. It's a KBRC. Just say it right.
Yeah. KVRC motor. Yeah.
That means it's not gonna work.
We
The
don't need
KVRC.
these stinking spark plugs. Yeah. Well, you know, you're right there, Kurt. I
Well,
agree with
you
you.
know, maybe it's just got a little bit of everything. A little Ford, a little Chevy.
Yeah.
It's a mutt. It's a mutt motor.
Why are they called zoomies?
They don't create any back pressure.
Do they make you go zoom?
They
Yeah.
create a lot of horsepower. If the
Straight
motor's built right.
exhaust.
What the hell? These motors don't have any spark plug wires on them.
Of course not. It's not a real motor.
No,
Spin
I'm looking
says-
at real motors, Tank.
All real motors? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Probably
you gotta-
coil on plug.
Yep.
Spin
You gotta
rush
look. You
says-
gotta. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just was going to say you're looking at new age stuff with the EFI. Those are probably running a coilover plug. So you need to look at the older school stuff.
Okay.
Spin Rush says 219 kilometers an hour is the world speed record. I thought it was 219 miles an hour, not kilometers.
Yes, it's 219 miles per hour.
Yeah.
If the Brits own it at 219 kilometers an hour, that's not
It's
that
not very fast.
That's not fast, you know.
fast.
Okay, here's one. Yeah. Spark plugs are in the
tied.
back.
It's tied at
Spark
like
plug wires in the
219
back.
miles an hour.
And no, I am not going to try to get into the speed game or the speed record game and try to hit the 100 miles an hour club.
Why not?
I am not getting into that challenge.
Why not? We want to
Why
see
not?
that thing take airborne.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it go as fast as I can with the current spur and pinion.
Yes,
And
I
I
see a
might get
curb
that other
coming.
one.
Yes.
I might get that other one to make it to 70, but I am not going to try to make it higher than that.
Them plugs, I don't know, they're just they're right underneath the valve cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So Spin Rush, 219 kilometers an hour is 136 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's all, yeah, I'm sorry. I live in Japan.
219 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I did
different.
see a video today that Kurt probably makes sad. That looks like his boy, what is it, Raz? Might
Oh,
be
yeah.
stepping back for a minute.
Hmm.
After he crashed 15 batteries in 2 months.
Oh,
Here you go,
yeah.
Josh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said it was expensive. He goes,
I
it's
want
been
double
expensive
blower on
lately.
mine. Print me out another double blower.
Well, you saw that quad. Was it
Yeah,
the
I saw
quad
that.
one he ran, the Outcast or whatever it was?
Yeah, I want a Moda.
He hit that curb and that thing just exploded.
Instead of
Oh,
going
this one's got
double
twin
blowers,
blowers on it too.
why don't you just put double motor? You got the room in the front. Just go 2 motors.
It was, I was thinking on that. If you, I could design it like that, tilt it this way
Yeah, you could.
and
Yeah, you
tilt
got
it
a lot
that
more
way.
material.
What about one in front of each other? You got room for one in front of each other? No.
No,
Okay.
be too long.
Like if you're gonna go crazy, you might as well go crazy.
Yeah.
Fred says that LED wiring makes the best plug wires.
Mhm.
I don't know if I have any of that stuff. But
Back
thank you.
Back in my early model days, I used there was a company, I think it was like $5. You could actually buy a CNC billet distributor, the little thin metal pieces for all the spark plug wire holders and stuff. It was a kit.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty popular in the model scenes.
699 miles per hour. No.
Oh, boy, this plastic is hard, man.
Oh, the
Just broke my
plastic.
bit. Broke my drill bit on that plastic.
What kind of
Harbor
plastic are
Freight
you
drill bit.
using, Jem?
That's just PLA at 25% infill. I tried to keep it halfway light for him in case he wanted to hollow it out.
Was it a plastic drill bit?
Yeah, must have been.
That's what you get for
What the
buying drill
hell? I
bits
don't
off of
even know where it's
Amazon.
at.
Yeah, right. Amazon bits.
The
Yeah,
Amazon
I've had
bit.
these,
Damn Tamiya drill bits.
right?
Ah, ah, ah.
Thanks, Brad, sending me the Tamiya drill bits.
In a box.
I haven't found any Tamiya drill bits.
Let's see if this one will work.
Now, when you start drilling, don't go sideways right away. Always try to keep it straight.
Okay. Is that what she
Yes is
said?
here.
Hey, BSRC, how are you doing?
Hey, Josh, the engine you molded for him, what size engine would you say that is?
It's some kind of big block. It's either a Hemi or a big block Ford.
Well,
I
that
think it's a big
distributor
block
cap
Ford.
was in the front, so it should have been a Ford.
Yeah, it was a Ford, but I changed it to an Oldsmobile.
There you go, Brad.
The guy at the Chris at the hobby shop, I'm like, it was all wrong. The distributor cap was in the front, and he's a Key Bucket fan, so he must have not just didn't want to say I was wrong, I guess.
Why does
I'll
Tank
try to
make
find
everything
me some
sound dirty?
little spark plugs.
I don't know.
Hmm.
He has a dirty mind, according to EE. So
I'm gonna try
Kurt
to find
does-
me some little spark
Kurt's
plugs.
Kurt is the curb king. Kurt the curb king.
Yes, I
You know what you
am.
could do, Keith?
Hmm.
You could take tiny pieces of heat shrink and put it on the end of the wire you're using, just so it looks like it's covering the spark plug, the cap.
Raymond,
Oh, it's a spark plug cap. Yeah.
Yeah, or next size up wire, you can strip it.
Yeah,
Slide
Raymond D.
over it.
Tanner. Atomic
Little
RC. Hello flockers.
Hey, Raymond. Flockers.
Sweet.
That's an Australian saying, I think. Not sure.
Is he Australian?
I think so.
There's also a movie called The Flockers.
Meet. No, that's the
That's-
Folkers. Flockers? Fucker? I can't remember.
Meet the Fockers.
Yeah.
Fockers. F-O.
Close.
Yeah, instead of
There's
FU,
one
it's
letter
FO.
removed. There's one letter removed.
No, replaced.
Replace or, well, you want to replace the L to get that word.
Now I'm gonna have to look up online and see what plug goes with what.
What's up,
Make
Raymond?
sure, make sure when you go to this distributor cap, you put it at the right position, the spark plug. Remember, there is
Yeah.
a
Time it.
timbering sequence for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he lives in
Especially-
Valley Falls, New York.
Oh, you know what? This thing got a coil on it. I want to make a coil.
You'd mount it on the firewall though.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, you could get fancy and ask Josh to send you an MSD box.
Raymond lives in New York.
Yeah,
Oh.
Valley Falls.
Send me a box.
No. You
What do
need
you want her name
one
to
of
be?
these.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need one of those right there.
What is
Little
that?
MSD box. It's a little MSD ignition.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to get that red. He's gonna have to make it red. Also, it'd have to be red cap on it.
The wires are the only thing that's gonna be red on this thing is the wires.
Well, those MSD boxes are normally, or they did make some few of them that were black.
Yeah. I'd paint it green. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go, Keith.
Okay.
Red with the silver on it already.
MSD.
There, it's all ready to go.
He says he lives near Albany.
Where?
Albany, New York.
So he's
Where
even getting
again?
all our smoke. He's getting all our smoke. Yay!
Yeah.
Yes,
And the whole of New York is getting all your smoke.
Yeah, he lives in Vale Falls.
Vale Falls?
Yep.
Valley Falls. He said Valley Falls. I'm sorry.
Do they have wires running from that to the motor?
From the MSD, it would
Yeah.
be to the
Yes.
distributor.
To the distributor. Oh, okay. All
Yep,
right.
that would be like your
Like
Or your
it's
electronic-
electronic ignition, right?
Yep.
Instead of a
Yeah.
coil.
well, the electronic part of it would be at the bottom of the distributor,
Okay.
Yeah.
the pickup.
So I can just run a wire out to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it somewhat computerized, the MSDs?
It can be. It kind of depends on how much money you want to spend and how many boxes you buy, but it kind of goes in stages. You know, like if you want to do a stage one with an electronic pickup, you do the distributor and the box, and then if you want to add a delay box, it adds to the MSD, the ignition, and it controls it.
I'm
So, like, if you
happy.
wanted to,
Two-step.
yep, 2-step, line lock, et cetera.
I
I'm
mean,
so-
that would be rough to have points and plugs on this thing because it's so big, right?
No, you're not going to have points and plugs on that type
No.
of motor anyhow.
Right.
Yeah, well, engines now don't use distributors.
You're talking race motors.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we don't have to deal that with radio control cars. Just
Yeah.
got your ESC, battery, and motor, and go.
Some of
Yes.
that could be fun, though. I mean, to an extent. To an
Yeah.
extent.
When you're dealing with the ignition coils, because that's what cars have, not a distributor anymore, but they can get into the computer and really mess with the way the car forms.
I had so much trouble with my Chev and my distributor cap in my pickup truck. It kept cracking, or I had to change the distributor cap all the time, and I must have changed it 3 times in a year.
It's like my Oldsmobile. I don't even look at that damn thing because if I do, it won't start. Like, I can change the plugs and the wires and everything, but I do not take that cap off.
Hey, Dirk,
Sounds
I've been
like a-
missing you after hours.
Hey,
No.
Dirk,
That sounds like a 442.
Yeah, it's a 350 Rocket 350,
Oh,
but it's
my old man.
mm,
My old man had one with a 442, and it was one moody girl.
Yeah.
My
I
70
should
Mazda
run, man. I
points
bet
in
you
it.
I'd start it, put a
the
battery in
paint.
it, start up right now, but don't mess with the damn distributor.
Spin Rush. Did you see what Spin Rush wrote?
He just got done typing it, Brad. Relax.
Question from Facebook. Due to the installation, should people start asking more for their used RC?
Did I do this side too? Oh, I did both sides.
I personally
No,
don't think that you should be asking
it'll never be
any
that way.
price for anything used.
Once it goes out the door, once it comes off the shelf, it's done. It's lost
I,
value.
I wish it was that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And
What can I
you
use?
could get that much from some people, but if you have some serious guy like us, it's going to be very hard getting it for the same price you paid at it 10
I'd
years ago.
rather buy a brand new one if I could, you know?
Right. Convince me, talk to me, sell me that vehicle.
Yeah.
Make me believe it's worth that money.
Man, people on the Facebook Marketplace, they put the dirtiest RC
Oh my.
for
Right.
big bucks.
Yeah.
Nobody cleans their stuff and goes,
No.
oh, look at my clean car, you know?
Like I've seen Traxxas / 4x4 dirty as hell, and they want almost the same price as a brand new one at the store. And
Right.
they're
Because they
totally
upgraded
saw-
they upgraded one piece and
I saw one that blew my mind. Someone had a SCX10 Pro. They're like hardly used, barely ran. They flipped the thing over and it looked like someone had tacked the axles with a chainsaw. I mean, it had gouges the whole bottom of it. Barely ran. What did you run it in?
yeah, right.
Yeah,
new
Ran
in
it over a
box,
table saw.
old
barely
stuff,
ran once over a saw.
old stuff that's new in box that can be worth money.
No.
Even then it's hard still.
If they don't make them anymore and they're very limited all over the world.
Maybe if it's 50 years old.
That means you can't get parts.
People pay big money for new in box stuff that's no longer made.
Who's the guy that was in the chat last night that was showing all his cars and was looking to sell all of them really cheap? I mean,
Oh,
there's a
it was Sang.
sign.
Sang.
Yeah,
Saying
yeah.
Saying.
He's
Right,
like, I
right
bought
there's
this
a-
at yard sale. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
I
He
just
was
was going to
playing
say,
with
right there's a perfect example.
Yeah.
I mean, you could sell a ball of mud on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
That's what most of them are.
He's funny
It's-
though.
it's
The other night,
ridiculous.
he's like, I bought this at a yard sale for $5. I bought this at a yard sale for $5.
And look at those Snap-on edition cars. They're selling for the cost of what a regular one would be now. Nobody's wanting them.
Nope.
I think I like black wires better than red.
Yellow.
Don't have any yellow.
Why not?
Guys, hold the fort. I'll be right back. I gotta run to the little boys' room.
Where are we holding
The
it?
boys.
Don't tinkle in your pants.
Before you get there.
I could put, no, I couldn't do that either. Damn, I gotta find some wire.
Now see, Keith, if
Hmm.
Josh is gonna send you that MSD ignition that he was showing you, you have to either run red wires or yellow wires, because black wires MSD doesn't make.
Hmm,
They
okay.
do now.
Well,
They're
yes,
make
they
your
do.
own.
They
Let's make your
yeah,
own.
the make you own kits are black.
'Cause I ran those on my
Oh man,
4.7.
that's too big.
Yeah. Yeah, we had those on our big block. Cut to fit kit.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier to get a different bend on your spark plug angle with those cut to fit kits. They're a pain in the
Yeah.
ass to put together with the little tool in the vise.
Yeah. I've done that too.
Probably took about 3 hours to build those plug wires. where I
Yellow would
felt-
look good though. I think yellow would look good.
It would.
Yeah. Hey Dennis, you got anything going on Saturday?
This might be a
Uh,
little bit thick though.
Let's see. I don't think
See
so.
you. See you Saturday.
Where?
I don't care. Just bring that cliffhanger body with you.
Sounds like he wants to
Joe
buy that
needs a-
cliffhanger body.
Joe said he needed to stop at Smokestack, but then I said, why don't we just set up a crawl here? I'm gonna try and move some more rocks to make my course bigger.
You think these are a little bit too big?
I'm only 15, 20 minutes from Smokestack.
Oh, shit.
I get
Uh,
something to play with. We're gonna have to try it out.
So you're still only down to one, right? Or the other one's still in one piece?
Think that wire's too big?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Uh,
The
yeah.
tip of it, no.
No?
Like past the alligator clip. No, that looked good.
Yeah, it's an alligator clip.
I can have the axles back in that in about 20 minutes if I needed to.
Oh, and out of that one?
You're not doing that though. You're almost ready for that one.
No, you're not. No,
I'll be running this, but I'll take that
Yeah.
in case.
because to be quite honest, I don't want to run mine anymore. I want to run the other one
Well, you
The
run
Pro,
whatever
the-
you want.
because I'm going over Tony Sunday to make longer links for the rear. Going from 12.3 to 12.8.
Have you seen the deluxe links? I kind of like them.
Yeah,
I put them on the outside.
I seen that. I was going to ask you about it, but I know.
The dual bins, they were hitting. So I just
Yeah,
just
if you put the longer bend to the front,
I don't want to do that.
scratch that one then.
That's what I need right there.
Hey Dennis, it's a tens now. No longer capper axles.
Uh-oh.
The short bend in the front though matches the chassis.
I'm gonna have to find me. I know I got a bunch of
The
stuff.
long
out
one
there.
will too. Yes, and to
I can get the wires
to
measured.
comment on what Fred said, yeah, I've seen his motors and they do look good. All the motors that Fred prints out are really nice.
I'm saying I should change the links.
Did anybody talk about what Spin Rush said? I think the X-Max can hold its value.
I've seen them for $600 all day.
Yeah, I've seen them way cheaper.
I've seen them 400 rollers.
Well, that's what people don't realize. When you see a roller, especially on that size of truck, they got to do their homework because the electronics are going to cost them an arm and a leg to put electronic back in that car.
Yeah, you're talking another
Oh,
$500.
Yeah, easy.
The value is in the eye of the buyer.
Yes, it is.
right?
The beholder.
It depends on what
No, not the beholder, the buyer.
upgrades they have on them too, you know?
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you might think you have something for $1,000, but if nobody's going to give you $1,000 for it,
You
then
gonna
it ain't worth
really
$1,000
know.
bucks.
Right?
Right.
Well, it's like in real life or like a Datsun or a Honda. Like when they soup up those cars like crazy, you're making it look nice for you, for your taste. When you sell it, it's still just a Honda Civic. It's
Mhm.
Yep.
no matter if you put 10 grand in it or 20 grand or 50 grand in it, it's still a Honda Civic. It's
Mhm.
still a TRX4. Like, even though you
Yeah.
put a shitload of brass on it, a shitload of whatever on it, it's still a TRX4.
You do not
Yeah.
get paid for your time and the parts that you put on for
No.
your enjoyment.
No.
Kelly Blue
Good
Book
rush.
proves that.
Mhm.
Ask for bro tax.
Damn it.
It's gonna be
This guy's got
close
me.
with this wire.
This guy's got me changing the links now. Moving backwards. Damn it, Dennis.
The
Practice.
X-Max is cool, but there's a lot of other nicer one I find in the market that are big and that are just as bashable as that one.
I'd rather
I'll be back in a minute.
I'd rather have the low-C bigger ones.
Well,
Yeah, the
the thing
DBX
people have to
LE.
realize is, you know, if somebody's asking, what do you think I should get for a basher? What do you think I should get for this? First thing you want to try and figure out is how much room do you have? Where are you going to put an X-Max? Do you have enough room in your car to get the X-Max around to go and bash it? Do you have enough room to get a fifth scale low seat, like the B5
DBX LE.
around? I mean, you need to take that into consideration before you start telling somebody like something that big.
A guy at work got the X Max and he can't put it in his car because he's got his speakers in the back in his trunk.
Okay.
So he's got to stick it in there and leave the trunk lid open when he's driving around with it.
It's so
I've
stupid.
seen guys come out. I've seen guys come out with two X Maxes on the roof of their cars
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
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 because they don't have room in their car.
It's bigger than you think it is when you go buy it.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My buddy Josh got the DBX LE and he brought it up to the sand dunes, met me up there. And it filled the whole trunk of his little Chevy. Like he had he had another Max like shoved in next to it, and then like his back seat with his other car because he couldn't fit nothing else in it. The thing was huge.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
if you-
Like, that's like Sean when he went to Beat the Creek. He had the excavator and that dozer in the trunk of his car. Now, if he'd have had a dump truck in there too, he'd have been
Yeah.
dragging the bumper because there was so much weight in the back of that car.
Mhm. Yeah, those get heavy fast, those excavators.
I don't even want to talk about my Focus to Beat the Creek.
Your Focus, I thought, was breaking half. Speak of the devil.
I had spot for me. That was it.
His ears were burning.
There's Sean. We're talking about you, Sean. About you carrying heavy vehicles in the trunk of your Maxima.
I need to go back and rewind to see what this was saying.
No, you don't.
When you came to
No,
Beat
you
the
don't.
Creek, you had the excavator and the dozer in the back of your car. If
Yeah.
you had the dump truck in there, you'd have been dragging your bumper.
I know. The dump truck, I got the address to change, so the dump truck's gonna come here. No,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Uh-oh.
that means I gotta get the thing I was working this Sunday when I come back from Horizon Fest. Get this back up and running, get it ready for the dump truck. You know?
So Green Frog said, so you're saying size matters.
Wait, I thought Horizon Fest isn't it?
This
Isn't it-
weekend.
It's this weekend. Oh,
This
yeah.
weekend.
Well, it's a few hours from Chicago, Champlain.
It's only 2 hours. It's only a 2-hour drive.
Josh, aren't you going?
I'm
Actually,
going to Axial.
Oh, I thought you were going to Horizon Fest.
Horizon Fest this weekend and home next weekend for Father's Day, then Axial Fest the weekend after. Right, so,
Sean has his whole month planned out for where he's going.
yeah.
Well, no, you got the whole summer planned out for all these events.
Yeah, and he's in Chicago. He's displaced at the moment.
Actually, this is more freaking local to everything, actually. No, when I'm in New York, I'm freaking more displaced.
Yeah.
So you have an easier time coming from Chicago to go to various places you need to go to is what you're trying to
Yeah,
say.
totally. There's a lot less of a drive to go to Beat the Creek. There'll be a lot less of a drive to go to Horizon Fest, a lot less to get the
Oh,
access.
yeah. Yeah, well, you're going to the capital of Illinois when you go into Horizon Fest.
It's actually a little south of Champlain.
So can I drink beer in Champagne, or is it just champagne?
That's just the name of the town. It's also a college town too.
Yeah, it's where the main Illinois University is or something, isn't it?
Yeah, you're gonna find
can
lots
drink.
of young people drinking.
You can drink whatever you bring with you.
Spinrush is asking, okay, so if you throw on a titanium screw kit, carbon chassis, and reinforcement, would you ask for a little bit more for the truck?
It depends. Like you never get like
100% back.
Yeah, if you upgrade a truck, like that's on you. Like it's you'll never get that money to pay for the upgrades back. Like
Start high. People's going to beat you down anyhow.
The only thing that you could get money for are purpose-built hot rods.
no,
That's not. That's not true.
Yeah,
Purpose-built hot rod, you're taking a loss.
Well, you're talking about building them from scratch.
You're taking a loss.
Yeah, you're never going to make money on that.
Yeah.
I can prove that to you. I can show you the papers.
Yeah,
Show me the papers.
because that's a niche market. Like, there's only certain people that want that. Like,
My brother says, show me the proof.
the only thing I'll make money on in about 10 years is my BRX 01 limited edition still sitting in the box.
That'll work. I got finishing nails. I'll cut them off. Have them sticked out a little bit.
Spinrush says, "Don't drink Bud Light."
Why not? Why not? I don't give a fuck who's on a can.
Sean,
Who's on a can or who's not on a can. If it tastes good, it tastes good. I don't care. But all
I
that.
don't give a
The LED wheels in.
Bud Light.
Well,
Hopefully I have enough wire.
I didn't think that would be your go-to beer, anyways, Sean.
sorry for the language there, Tank. Actually, Bud Light is what I drink.
Oh,
Bud Light or Coors Light.
Oh,
The LED wheel is not wrong. He's saying sell the stock RC and part out any upgrades. So in other words, when you do an upgrade, keep all your old part. And when you're about to sell it, put it back together. Now, a lot of people won't do that, but that's the best way to get your money back.
Yeah.
I sell my factory stuff to a chop
yeah, but
shop.
then what do you do with the upgrades?
But then you also gotta advertise it without the upgrades. You gotta advertise it with the stock parts stuff.
And what do you do with the upgrades?
You sell the
Sell
upgrades.
them individually.
Oh, you sell the
Individually.
upgrade. Oh, okay, yeah.
just like if you sell a car's parts separately, you're probably paying more for the parts than you
Yes,
would
you
for the
will.
whole car.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
Because if you have $1,000 worth of upgrade, you're not going to get that back. But if you take it out of it, you might get 500 bucks for the upgrades by selling them piece by piece. It's going to take you longer, but you will end up making more money with it.
Yeah. Some people,
Or
I mean,
possibly,
that's what I
even-
sold.
or possibly, depending on what kind of vehicle it is, you might even be able to use some upgrades on your next build.
Or you can be like Josh and I and just sell them on the RC chop shop and move on.
That's why I'm not selling the Stampede. We took it off because Tracy Stampede's running great. Now I got another whole car for parts.
Right.
Hey, Nicole, you live in Ohio? You said something about Ohio here.
No, she doesn't.
I know, I was just in the middle of reading her comment and.
What the hell?
Yeah, I
Ralph, be
was too.
quiet.
Yeah, she's a little off tonight.
We haven't seen the LED wheel on your show in a while, or in the video for a while.
He's been, but yeah, it's been a while since he showed up. That's correct.
In a while.
So James, you already Traxxas test, yeah?
He's the one
Yeah,
that printed
pretty
this
much.
big monstrosity of a thing.
There's a lot of standing to doing that thing. A lot of fill.
So what are you taking to Horizon Fest?
What now?
What are you taking to Horizon Fest?
You see it in front of them.
What?
Yes. Beautiful Christine.
Oh, gosh.
Queenie would agree, but
I'm gonna be
So-
2 wires
so
short.
the truck and your excavator going with you there?
No, I'm not taking anything with me.
Oh,
I'm just gonna go hang out with Charlie and do some filming and photoing and stuff. So
I thought you would have.
I don't know, maybe
participated.
I'll take that. Nah, I don't, there's still none of this ready. I haven't even looked at it all week. So.
Kurt,
Damn, I'm gonna be 1 wire short.
Oh,
Only one?
No, 2.
Yeah, I
so
figured
now
there
it's
was
gonna be
something.
a 6-cylinder instead of an 8-cylinder.
Yeah. Shit. Let's try to find some more wire.
What model is that, Sean?
An SCX 10-2
Super tiny tires.
with a Club 5 racing Jeep Cherokee body
Oh yeah.
and really tiny tires.
Too busy for doing stuff for others, eh, Frank? Yes, I am. But once in a while I sneak in one of my projects in there.
Every once in a while, you gotta sneak one in.
Well, I still got to finish my friggin' hot rod that I talked about a long time ago, which I was
Yeah.
supposed to do this winter.
I'm building one before you, think.
I wonder how the front desk in this hotel will react when they get a big box with a fucking dump truck that they can't move around inside of. Like, what the fuck is this?
I saw a video on a dump truck, like it was based after the ones you do quarry work, that
Well, that's
tall
okay.
ones.
Well, that's not the one I got. I didn't get the Volvo rotating one. I got like the rectangular with a big bed on
Yeah,
it.
14 scale. That thing was absolutely massive. You could fit in it.
So
I didn't get the 14 scale. The reason I didn't get the 14 scale, we don't make any excavators or front loaders to load them. So the 120th scale of that truck is actually designed for all the 114th construction.
Did you actually see the pictures and video of the steamroller they're coming out with?
Yeah, it's sweet. The guy had one at Beat the Creek.
Okay.
It was nice. Like it was.
Imagine having that in the hotel and turning on the vibrator.
Yeah.
For
For the people down below would be thinking there's an earthquake or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what they'll be thinking in the hotel.
Probably be thinking,
Whoa, there's an earthquake.
smoking's in.
Stop teasing me, Jens.
He wants to know if anybody has done a 3D print of an F1 racer and another open source crawler or car.
Nope.
Fred might have.
I'm sure you go on to Facebook and go on to 3D prints.
Mhm.
That guy's 3D prints, and if he hasn't done one, I'm sure he has a file for one.
I'm sure Fred might have a file for one or might have tried.
Yeah.
He goes through a lot of filament. He prints a lot of stuff.
A 10 scale car body would take a lot of filament.
Radioactive is saying, stop buying new ones, Frank, and finish what you have.
I know, right? Keeps buying the cars I want.
Yeah.
Why you like his new HPI, Kurt?
Yeah, I actually had it in a cart in my in a main hobbies.
And disappeared.
But it looks a lot like it looks like a lot like Traxxas had a Ford tech. They have the same collars.
Yeah, the Traxxas was a God, what is that one? They still have it.
Yeah, the white.
That Ford, not GT, but yeah, the Ford GT. The new
Yeah,
Ford.
one of the one the same collars.
Yeah, they got the new one. It's a 3.0.
Okay.
Big Head's got it.
Yes, people are buying those 1/16 scale low C dragsters. I've seen them quite a bit on it.
I've seen one on the shelf at the hobby store. Man, that thing is small. It looks cute, but it's no, not for me.
People are putting 380 castle motors in them and carbon fiber chassis and lying.
It's a
Yeah.
Toyota
Yeah.
Supra.
Ah, yeah, those are supposed to do what 30 miles an hour in the 16 scale drag.
Yeah, the ones with the Castle 380 motors are running like 50 mile an hour and 66 feet.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, it flies. There's like 4 companies out now with carbon fiber chassis plates for them to make them super light.
So those are starting to take off then, huh?
Yeah, they got bought up big time.
Yeah, it is. The Supra is sort of the same collar as that.
Yeah.
No, those.
Maybe I should start doing some drag racing here in Ottawa. Nobody's doing it.
And do the 16 scale one too, because
No, if I do
they're
it, it's
cheaper.
gonna be the
They're
10th scale.
cheaper.
10th scale. 10th scale, no prep, and do the on-road race first for 2 hours, then later do the drag racing.
There
Sounds
you
like
go.
an 8 hour. It sounds like an 8 hour plus
You
day.
should have bought your car while you had the chance when Lucy was doing all those deals.
Yeah.
They're doing it right now.
Are they doing it again?
Yep, $200 for the 22S.
Wow.
Like Traxxas, a lot of people do what they call it, the Axle 1, isn't it? That's what a lot of people like food
Yeah.
stuff for the Traxxas, the Axle 1. I think
That's
it's like an animal, even from
That
Traxxas
thing-
alone.
You can't keep it straight.
It's hard to keep.
Josh, what do
isn't it?
you run?
Yeah, it's the tires on it are too bad. You got to replace quite a bit to get it to go.
I have 3 DR10 based cars, the DR10M, 2 slashes, and then the 22S.
The only one I know is the Slash.
I thought someone was actually making 124 scale dragsters.
22S is just the low C.
Yeah, the low C.
So
Why do they call it 22S?
that's the platform that it's on, right? It's in the short course.
Yeah.
Maybe the 21S was taken.
Just like the Traxxas drag car. It's from the what is it? The
It's
Slash.
just a slash.
Yeah.
It's a
just
slash with the upgraded transmission, the 720 or 272 Magnum.
2-wheel drive?
John has a few of those.
2-wheel drive?
Yes.
Yeah, they're 2-wheel
rear
drive.
Railroad. I still want the
Yeah.
yellow pickup.
Oh, yeah.
I got the body sitting here behind me. I put my Lightning body on it because it was a lot lighter.
Yeah, I want that yellow pickup.
Yeah, the hot rod pickup.
Yeah, the Ford.
You can't really use them for like street racing, can you?
Why
Why
not?
not?
They're just built for going straight.
Well, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
I see people bash with them because they're just, you take the wheelie bar off and just give it some
Oh,
throttle
okay.
and go.
John says, I have the low C22S, but want a DR10M. If you both, is the M a lot better?
So the chassis on the M, I feel, is a lot more consistent. The 22S is awesome. The wheelie bar sucks because it's a single adjustable rod to lower your height. So it'll flex off that rod because it's a center point rod, where the DR10M comes with all your wheelie bar, all the adjustments. I actually at USTE, I was having a little bit of problems with it wanting to lift the back tire on takeoff when I was running it without the wheelie bar. And I talked to John Schultz, who's obviously Element Associated guru, works for him, and he told me to stiffen up my shock oils and limit the front some. I did that, and Jericho took it out. I ran it twice after I did that. It went straight. I put the wheelie bar on it to run it in bracket, and Jericho took it out and beat 6 people and won the class that day.
Right.
So that car is just, it runs straight. Once it's set, it doesn't lose its settings. Like with the Slash, it'll run great 4 passes, and then you got to shim a shock or something. It just seems like the chassis has got enough flex in it to tweak so they don't break as easy, but they'll flex more, where the DR10M doesn't flex. It's, if I'm running one way in the right lane and one way in the left lane, it's that the whole time.
Yeah, but the electronics in the low C is way better, no?
So what I have seen is the Losi and the Traxxas have the best electronic for out of the box.
Oh, DR10?
The DR10 is definitely the slowest by far, but the DR10M is a kit. It doesn't come with any electronics, so you put in it what you.
So what do you think has the best electric? I forgot what you said. I was thinking about other things. Sorry.
The Losi and the Traxxas are really close. Like the Millennium 3S is a 200 amp consistent, where the Spectrum is 100. And the Spectrum will spike higher. It'll peak out to 650, where the Millennium will peak out to 400. So you can shove more battery into the Spectrum with less worries. But one's, with the low C, I gear it low and let that motor sing because it's 6,000 kV. With the Traxxas, I gear it high, like it's 6941 in our drag car for 66 feet. So it's at the point where it's almost ready to cog off the line, but it rips out the top because it's got so much torque.
Rip it. I would assume, John, you'd want the one you build because you like building, as far as I know. He's talking about the AEDR10M doesn't come with electronics. It's kit only right now.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's going to take over the DR10. I think the DR10 is going to go away, as you see, like those 2 new cars we looked at the other day showing up, those 2 short course cars. They're going to take all the parts they can from the DR10, and it's just too slow.
Yeah. Now, when
60
you guys
FPS.
race, you only race on 2S, or is it open class? You can put anything in it.
All 2S. Now your Outlaws can run like a 7P 2S, like the new 15,000 milliamp batteries that the Q8 connector are running an 8-gauge wire and shoving how many amps they can until the thing throws sparks through the body and the floor.
By EE.
But
Battery electric.
your stock class has to run a 2S 2P battery. And with the drag racing, you can, or with the bracket racing, you can basically run whatever. It's just running your time. And the mid motor does help because the rotation, it makes the car go forward with the DR10N versus the low C, because the DR10N is obviously M for mid motor.
Mm-hmm. Later electric RC. So later.
Electric. Eclectic electric.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I know.
Eric, what in God's name are you doing?
That's crazy. The 1/10 drag is cheaper than the 1/16 drag.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, when I was racing this last weekend, we did 3 laps. And 3 laps goes by way too fast. Like it's only a minute and a half to do 3 laps. So I'm thinking of after you win that, when you go to the next round, it's going to be 5 laps. Or unless I make the track a little longer, we'll see. But it's
Yeah.
friggin' too quick.
You asked me what I'm doing, I'm tinting windows.
Tinting windows?
Are you using real window tint?
I am.
I know there's a
Fake
spray for
window
that.
tint?
Well, the reason I'm
That-
tinting windows, I don't want to paint. I have a lot of scraps. I know how to tint.
That spray tint sucks, Eric. Don't use that.
Oh, yeah, that spray tint sucks ass.
It does really bad.
Not if you don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
But you know
I
what?
know how to paint.
You can't do a thin coat of spray tint.
You can't. It
No.
turns it just right to black. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man?
So that's what I'm doing. I'm tinting.
I was gonna drop one of them.
Keith, I think somebody played a joke on you. Probably switch the caps on the paint can.
Oh,
That's
you
what I
think?
happened.
Might have.
Well,
Never know.
I'm gonna get up out of here. Everybody hit that thumbs up and I'll catch y'all later.
No problem.
All right,
Have a good
Guru.
one,
you,
brother.
See you,
Guru.
Guru.
We'll see you, Guru.
Later.
Later,
have a good
Guru.
evening.
Yeah, we're gonna start saying our goodbyes anyways. So why don't we start with KBRC 13 saying your goodbyes.
Thanks for inviting me, Tank, and see you next week. Keep your RC muddies and your hamster smiling.
Thank you very much. Trail Crawler RC.
Thanks for the invite, Tank. Appreciate it. Thanks everybody in the chat for hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up.
Thank you very much. Truck Tech Joe.
Thanks for having me. Always a good time. Always good stories. Thank you.
Thank you. Gems Hobbies.
Thanks for having me, Tank. It's always a pleasure and good chat tonight. Thanks
Cool.
everybody in the chat.
Thank you very much. Kurtz RC.
Appreciate it, Tank, for the invite, and everybody have a good night.
Thank you very much. Tint King. Unknown RC.
I think. I hope y'all have a great. I hope y'all had a great week. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Stay green. Love y'all.
Thank you. Sean's RC Adventure.
Thank you for doing this week in, week out. Everybody in the chat, thanks for always stopping by and showing Tank the support. And thanks for the invite, Tank.
Thank you. Brad Kalman.
Thanks for having me. Great to have a large panel on a regular basis, it seems. And I don't like breaking things, and I know what that Frank's gonna say. So takes away
John
my
Martin.
fun.
John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you very much. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming week after week and listening to us blabber about RC related stuff. And we'll talk to you next time. Till then, go charge up some batteries. Go on there and hit some curbs. Because if you ain't hitting curbs,
You're
you're
not
not
having
doing
fun.
it right. Right? You're not doing it right. If
Exactly,
you're not hitting the curbs,
exactly.
you're not doing it right. See you all later.